We're here for some more of this old Doom. Doom 2, in fact. We are in what I would consider the second segment of the game. Some people still consider this the first segment. One of my favorite levels, probably, of Doom 2 is map number 8, Tricks and Traps. Wow. I'm very excited about today. I think we have a potential for a high-valued property. Certainly one that would be great for an escape room, a haunted house. Really, a lot of these would be good for escape rooms and haunted houses, and the escape room business certainly is booming. Haunted house, more of a seasonal thing, unless you're in, like, say, I don't know, a Salem, Massachusetts area that's real heavy on the year-round spookiness. Regardless, we're here. This is Doom. Doom 2. So, let's get started. Been a couple days since I've recorded. Made some fidelity upgrades here. So, let's talk about this level real quick. It's aptly named Tricks and Traps, for good reason. There's going to be a lot going on here. We start out in a central hub that you can kind of see. There's a yellow door, a red door, and then 6 other doors. We're going to go through all of them. There might be like an order we're supposed to do these in, but I'm going to start right here. And I should probably get my controller out because I am not playing with a mouse and keyboard. So you're going to see every room has a gimmick. I really love the design of this. This was probably not the best one to start with, if I'm being honest. Luckily, we have our mod installed, which is going to make the enemy's health low. Meaning these enemies are squishy, but again, so am I. And I just took 30 damage to a Keiko Demon Fireball, and now I'm down to Fist. So I'm going to go ahead and run down this way, and we'll see if there is... Oh, this would have been nice. Okay, so we got a nice plasma rifle. I want to be very careful how I use my bullets here. Yeah, you're going to see this a lot in this map. It's just me kind of trying to wisely spend ammo and things like that. So there we go. This is the first section. You have a lot of, we'll call them decorative shelves in what would otherwise be a pretty large dining room with a high ceiling. I anticipate that the only reason the ceiling's so high here is because of the amount of floaty things that come out of there. We hit a switch. I don't know what that does. I don't remember. It's probably important. Now we're going to go into this section, and you're going to see all these piggies. I'm going to go ahead and start shooting them now because I do not want to deal with these guys on the ground. And rest assured, they will be on the ground before too long. You notice probably already, if you're keeping track of the stuff that we're doing on the left-hand corner of the screen where I have the kills, items, and secrets, that there are quite a bit indeed, of things that we have to look out for. Luckily, we have some armor. I have been getting some good strategy tips from people in the comments. We do appreciate that. So go ahead. That will open that door up. This, I think, just opens the door to get back out of here. This area here. So first, let's talk about this. You obviously have this stair step. You have to activate via switch to a couple nice little loft areas, maybe like little mini guest bedrooms. And then you come out here into another hub area. We're big on the hub areas. And this is where it gets kind of spicy. You can hear a lot of traffic out here. As soon as I step there, those doors open. We're greeted with a surprise party of sorts. We definitely want to get rid of those. I do think, yeah, that opens. We have a BFG 9000. Let's not waste all of our precious ammo, but it's good to know that it's there, and I don't think that one does anything. So we've got 2 of our 7 secrets. We're going to have a lot of backpacks in here, which is pretty cool, but there's also a lot of enemies, and we don't want to get shot, so... Luckily, I think they're mostly just, you know, guys we can kill with one hit. Now, as far as what you do with this room, again, if you're just looking to have like a big crash pad and like, you know, a place for people to hang out, you could make like little bed areas. These could be nice little nooks. I mean, you could really throw quite the raging party here. And it looks like these demons were certainly fixing to do that. We're already, by the way, we've went into 2 of the 8 doors and we're already over $1 million in market price. And we are nowhere near done. So get excited. It is very exciting times. Let me get the pistol back out for right now. We're going to encounter our first meeting of the pain elemental. And this is important for us because let me explain the pain elemental really quick. We know about the Keiko demon. That's the floating red enemy that spits out green fireballs that I killed at the beginning of this map. The pain elemental is a monster introduced in Doom 2, and it also flies around. It's brown. We'll see it here shortly, but it spits out lost souls, the floating skull things. And when it dies, it also lets out lost souls. And the problem is there's no limit to this, really. There is a limit at how many things can be on the screen at one time, but there's no limit to, you know, if this thing stays alive, it can just keep spitting these things out, presuming that you kill the lost souls first. And that was going to mess up the kill count. So traditionally, kills do not count lost souls. They don't count as towards your kill percent because of that reason. But I said, you know, there's lost souls certainly that are independent of the pain elementals. What about them? They're not coded any differently. So I thought, let's go ahead and manipulate the mod a bit so that the pain elemental does not spit out any lost souls. And we were able to accomplish that at the expense of we lose his death animation. So, but it seems to work in my testing, but this is the first time we're actually trying it in the wild. That right there opens a secret portal, which we will go through as well, which kind of leads to the back entrance of where we're going. We do need to be very careful. Maybe I was wrong about the pain elementals, but I thought they were here. Why am I using this weapon? Bro, just get the freaking rocket launcher out. Why are we wasting health here? There they are. Pain elementals, we're going to shoot them. You saw they just kind of disappeared. Anyway, that's the secret area. I'm going to jump back up here. Sure. Oh. What is that area? Oh, we'll be checking that out here. Is there one over here too, or just on that side? Okay. Very cool. Yeah, you see a lot of this where, like, you know, switches can be shot at. And that's kind of a new thing that we don't see a whole bunch of. I want to be careful not to take the teleporters here. I have a reason for that. Let's go ahead and grab these weapons and stuff first. The teleporter will take us to, I think, the next area we need to go, but I don't want to go there yet. Instead, I do want to check out this little nook that has opened up. We get this buys us some time down here, which is great. There's a teleporter there on the left. Keep that in mind. I don't want to, again, we want to check out everything that this little waste tunnel has to offer from an item standpoint, and then we go through here. I wonder if there are any other secrets in that area. Now, normally you wouldn't be able to jump here. I think I've kind of talked about this before. That's kind of an artifact of the GZ Doom port, which we are using. I think that's it. Okay, so now that we're back here, what would normally happen is, you know, you would... Where did that one thing go that I wanted to check out? We want to go through here. That's going to lead us to the next section of the level. Okay, and this is behind one of the doors that I'm going to actually do a save here. Believe it or not. We'll just call it... And we're going to get out the big boy, because we're going to be greeted by a lot of things. Actually, we'll be greeting them. A lot of them. And this is not the only place where this is going to happen. Let's get our chain gun out now. Mop up the rest. These enemies are able to teleport. There's this invisible teleporter there at the bottom, by the way. So, like, you go here, it takes you back up here, and that's why they were starting to appear in that way. We'll go back here and grab these shells. This is probably a nice den or living area, you would think, right? I mean, you go in, put your TV and stuff down here, and you have a nice, like, little overlook to it. I want to go back in here for just a second and make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, that takes us kind of in there. And then this leads us to here, which is where we are. Okay, fantastic. Perfect. All right, let's keep moving on. We're over 2 million. We still got plenty of enemies left. This is what I was talking about. This is why we need this thing. Do you see what I see? This is why we made a save just a little bit ago. Bro, how are you not dead yet? Oh my god. What a party. What an absolute fantastic party you have thrown in this part of the level. There is our first key. You can't even tell what color it is due to the invisibility sphere. Look at this market price, bro. We cleaned up so many Barons of Hells and Cyber Demon and a Cyber Demon on level 8, on map 8, that we're up to 3.481 million. Much more to come, but we do have the yellow key. I'm not ready to go there yet. We want to check this place out first. And you can see, what is that? A little bit of the chainsaw action. And another one of you guys. Please die. We're running low on health. This is not good. Not good at all. I take it I am out of, I don't know how this, let me check something here. We're going into the display settings, everybody. Look out. Display options. I need to see the HUD options. That's what we want. Display name tags crosshair. There's something. Alternative HUD, maybe? Show weapons on. Oh, that's a mess. I don't want to do that. All right, let's go back. All right, we got out of there. Let's just get the chainsaw out. We'll be fine. So we've explored all these doors. We've got all the secrets, actually, and most of the items. There's still some kills that we have to do. Definitely want to grab these. Now, when we go through here, this is going to head out. And I believe when we hit this is, again, another save portion. These things are going to lower, and chaos will ensue. Again, we're greeted by several friends. So glad you could all make it. Luckily, this level is generous with the invincibility things. I cannot imagine playing this without the health nerfs that I put together. And just like that, we have killed every enemy but one. And we have grabbed every item and done every secret. That switch is going to bring that moat back up. I am thinking the last enemy is going to be through here. That would make certainly a lot of sense. And it's just a demon. $4.043 million for tricks and traps. A central hub party station, if you will. So many things you can do with it. Just make sure that none of the demons come back, because there were quite a bit of them. I will be back here tomorrow, so will you. We already know this. And we have another exciting level coming up, which has its own gimmick. I hope you're ready for some vertical scaling. I know you probably thought I was going to say vertical horizon, because I'm everything you want. But that's not true. It's this old Doom. 4 million. That's going to be hard to top, baby. That's going to be hard to top. So let's see if we can do it at some point.